everybody, Rick Peterson here, Goes to 11 Media, and welcome back to an interesting episode of Grounds for Divorce. And beside me, if you can believe it, is my lovely wife, Paula. How are you doing, Paula?
Well, how does it look like I'm doing?
Well, you know, it's Support Your Partner Day here at Grounds for Divorce. Paula went and got a really unfortunate haircut last week. Went to go get a, quote, slight trim haircut, whatever, and we all know how long your hair was before. And they took it to an extreme, I think. Don't you think? I think it was pretty extreme.
Yeah, it should have been about 2, maybe even almost 3 inches longer than it is right now.
Yeah, so Paula said, you know what, I'm just going to wear a paper bag.
I did.
You did. I actually said I'm going to wear a paper bag, but I'm going to spin it around so that I don't have to look at it.
Oh my God.
And speaking of spin it around, look at this. This is the ultimate marketing guy, right?
It's too high. Can't see the top.
This space for rent. There you go, right? Anyways, you know, it is what it is. So, anyways, supporting Paula here. Got the paper bag on my face. She's got hers on. I like how you did your makeup, by the way.
Yeah, it was really easy today. Super easy. It was super easy to do my hair, too.
Well, what there is of it, right? Oh my goodness. You know that old expression, what's the difference between a good haircut and a bad haircut? 2 weeks? Yeah, no, it doesn't apply here.
Maybe 2 months.
Well, maybe on a good growth spurt. So yeah. And then I've got the Uli John Roth t-shirt on today. You can't really see it, Paula, but I've got the Uli John Roth t-shirt on.
Yeah.
And it's got Andy Timmons.
And Jennifer Batten. Yay.
Right? That was a great concert. That was in Vancouver. We saw it.
It was awesome.
Yeah. It's Andy Timmons is known for what they call chicken picking, and it's a special style of playing on a Telecaster guitar. Was that not incredible?
It was so cool. Yes.
So cool. And then Jennifer Batten, who's well known for having played for Michael Jackson.
Yes.
She did an incredible set as well, right? So
she did.
And of course, our main man, Uli there, did a fantastic job as well. So let's move on. We're going to talk a little bit about coffee here. We've talked about paper bags and haircuts and whatever else. So we figured it was only appropriate to not represent the brand in this one today. I don't think any particular brand of coffee is going to want to be featured in this one. So we're just going to say a generic coffee we got, but we're going to talk about some specifications about coffee for you guys today. And Paul, you wanted to talk about something. What was it you were going to say?
Yeah, it would be kind of hard to drink the coffee this
You're just going to spill it everywhere.
Yeah.
This is what we call in film work, just a prop.
So today, wanted to talk about how fresh should your beans be for a filter coffee and espresso coffee. And so I was quite surprised because I always thought as soon as those beans are roasted, that's your freshest. When in actuality, you want to give it a few days, about 4 to 6 days, for it to rest and off-gas the CO2 to avoid a poor aroma and a harder extraction when you're doing the espressos. So, I can't really see what you're doing, right? So I don't know if you're trying to
hand gesture,
interject.
Like, in agreement. It reminds me of the movie The Jerk with Steve Martin. And he was talking that he was at the restaurant, and after he was super wealthy, after he invented those, the OptiGrab, and he orders wine from the wine steward, and he says,
"Would Monsieur care for another bottle of the Chateau Latour?"
Yes, but no more 1966. Let's splurge. Bring us some fresh wine, the freshest you've got. This year's. No more of this old stuff.
Oui, monsieur.
He doesn't realize he's dealing with sophisticated people here.
Yes.
So it's the same thing applies to coffee beans. You don't want it immediately out of the roaster. You want to give it a few days.
Yes, because they say if you let the beans off gas in their bag, because they have those degassing valves, if you do around the 5 days to 2 weeks, you actually get a sweeter coffee.
Interesting. And then I was also reading that freezing coffee, this is kind of an interesting thing. There's two things about it that I remember them talking about. One was freezing coffee grounds in particular is actually really, it's not a bad thing. You'll actually get a better brewed coffee. It does something to the process that allows the grounds to almost dissolve more. And then the other thing they were talking about was, obviously, you know, when you put something in the freezer and you take it out, it gets that condensation. You got to be really, really careful that whatever you take out, you use right away, because the moisture will actually start the quote brewing process in the coffee. So you want to basically get it used right away.
Huh, very interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of neat.
Yeah, and I also heard that, because you're talking freezing the coffee grounds, not the whole bean?
No, both.
Both.
Yeah, both.
Okay.
Yeah. So the freezing the coffee grounds helps for like your pour overs and your drip coffees and stuff. Mm-hmm. It apparently helps it to dissolve better. Oh. And then freezing it for the whole beans and the grounds is that you want to use it right away. Whatever you take out, don't let it sit there and thaw and get the condensation, because it'll actually start the brewing process. And then when you go to use it, let's say you go to use it a couple days later, the flavor will be muted.
I see.
Yeah. Speaking, I see. So, man, is there anything else you wanted to talk about today?
Well, I was going to talk about the duration for doing espressos, but then you started talking. So, so for espresso, you want the beans to be off-gassing for about 2 to 3 weeks, up to 4 to 5 weeks is the range. And apparently you will get an easier, proper extraction.
That's good.
Yeah,
And I love my espressos. Right, they're great.
you do.
All right, well, guys and gals, thanks so much for tuning in. We really appreciate your support, and hopefully you'll have your hair fixed by next week.
I hope so.
It's called extensions, by the way.
Oh no, why are you
It's called extensions.
So you're gonna let people know?
Well, yeah. Yeah, it is hot in here. How do you breathe in this thing? Holy cow.
Oh my god.
Support my wife week. Hello. Anyways, hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to check that little reminder bell so you don't miss any future segments. And yeah, next week we should be back with a coffee review. Right?
Till then.
Cheers. I get to try it.